Welcome to Sisterhood of the Traveling Pans. I'm Jessica, and these are my co-hosts, my Traveling Pans. Today, it's all about the happiest of hours. Now, Joe and I have been married for about 29 years, and in that time, one thing has not changed. No matter what we're trying to decide to go eat, it's always a long, drawn-out process. You know what I'm talking about. Where do you want to eat? I don't care. Where do you want to eat? I don't care. Where do you want to eat? We spend more time in the car trying to decide where to eat than sometimes actually at the restaurant eating. And the same thing for happy hour. We have some favorite places we like to go to and can never, ever decide on one the first time. So sometimes it's just easier to just have happy hour at home, right here in the comfort of your own home or your own backyard in your comfy clothes. So today, that's what I'm going to do. We're going to do a quick and simple happy hour recipe because the last thing you want to do is come home and cook for a long time. So we're doing steak bites with 2 dipping sauce on the sides that are going to take it right over the edge. We're going to have a horseradish dipping sauce and a chimichurri sauce, and we'll have a little something on the side with those. It's going to be perfect with your favorite bottle of wine or something I like, a good Texas whiskey. So let's get started with the star, our steak. I've got a New York strip steak that I'm going to cut into about 1-inch cubes. You want to try and keep them all the same size because, of course, they're cooking. You want them to all cook evenly. So we're going to do about 1-inch little cubes of our steak. And second part. So easy. And like I said, the closer you get to the exact size, the more evenly they're going to cook. And these are going to cook really, really fast, of course, because you're cutting them into small pieces. And if you're like me and you like it medium, they're going to cook on that grill in no time. So I'm going to use the skewers. Now, I like these metal skewers. I know a lot of people use the wooden ones, and that's fine. They work great. Make sure that you soak them in water beforehand so they don't burn when you put them on the grill. I like these metal skewers, especially like when you're cooking chicken, because I think they get hot and they cook a little bit from the inside a little bit more. So this is going to just skewer some on here. And then I'm going to send them out because I got my grill master out there, Joe, waiting for the steaks. And like I said, these are going to take no time to cook. You're not going to spend a lot of time in the kitchen doing this. You know, not being a big drinker myself, happy hour, I am all about the bites. So I love going to a happy hour that has some great happy hour food. So I'm going to get the second one done. And our dipping sauces have such flavor that really on these steaks, all we're going to do is a little bit of salt and pepper. You don't need to add, somebody said one time to me, a good steak, all it needs is a lot of salt and pepper and put it on the grill. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to salt and pepper these because our dipping sauce are going to add that extra flavor that we need. Almost done. One more. Okay. We did 1 skewer earlier, so you have 3 to put out there. Just going to put a little bit of this on both sides. I'll let Joe do some of this outside. He always likes to add some extra seasoning when he's out there anyway. So we're going to get that done. And let's send this out to Joe. And he can take that outside and get that grilled up. Now, when he does that, I'm going to wash up. Put this away. Wash my hands from handling that steak. Give it a quick wash. Now, while he's picking that, and I'm telling you, this is going to go quick, you're going to do your dipping sauce. Get this out too. So I'm going to start with the first, and you can usually buy horseradish in jars. It's prepared. This one's a creamy one. And I'm going to use, this is so simple and it's so good. We're going to use about 2 tablespoons of sour cream. It's all going to be to your tasting. Maybe a little bit more than that because I do like to use some sour cream. And then I'm going to put some mayonnaise, about the same amount of mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons, and kind of cream that all together. And you are going to get an unbelievable amount of flavor from the horseradish. Now, I love this. I love a good hot salsa. Those are delicious. But horseradish has that kind of burn that feels great. It's kind of like wasabi. I'm a big wasabi girl. And so I'm going to take a spoon and just add. You might add a little bit less than I do, but that's about 2 teaspoons. Oh my God, it's going to be so good. So I like it to where it burns and kind of clears up your nose all at once. And you can smell the horseradish in there. Now, this is a pretty good consistency, but if you want to add a little bit, you don't want it so much that it kind of takes away from the flavor of the steak. So I'm going to add a little bit of milk just to cream it up a little bit. See, that's a better consistency. That way when we dip our steaks in there, it's not too creamy. Perfect. There you are, your first one's done. There's your first sauce. I'm going to taste it just to see if it needs a little salt and pepper. Oh my gosh, that's delicious. Okay, so we're going to put it in our little decorative bowl. My gosh, it's only a couple of minutes and we already have a sauce done. We've got our steaks outside baking. We're almost ready for happy hour. We're halfway there. So the next one we're going to make is a chimichurri sauce. Now, we had this years and years ago. Even before a lot of times they have those Brazilian steakhouses now. Well, even before those started popping up, we went to a friend of ours. They were actually from Venezuela. And they cooked a pig outside in the ground. That's a whole nother show. But they had this sauce, and it was a chimichurri, and they just put like chips beside it. And so we started eating it. Oh my God, delicious. Okay, I will be honest with you though. One of the ingredients in there, it has lots of garlic. So it's not a date night kind of thing that you want to do. Definitely this happy hour is for somebody that you already know very well. So the first thing we're going to do is get some garlic, cloves, and I said quite a lot. So I've got about 4. And kind of the casings off of them. And you're going to need a food processor to do this. So I'm just going to add them straight in there because the food processor is going to do most of my work for me. Oops. So let's see, that's 1, that's 2. They're small. We'll put a couple more in there. 3. I'm going to do about 5 of them. 1 more, just for good measure. Okay. Like I said, the food processor is going to do most of my work here. So in there, I'm going to add some fresh, and I've already rinsed this, lots of parsley. So you're trying to get just the leaves. So delicious. I love the smell of parsley. And another one of my favorite leafy herbs, cilantro. Now, some people don't put cilantro in theirs. I do. So I'm just going to grab all of this. Like I said, we've already cleaned it. Cilantro and even more parsley. So we've got our garlic in there. We've got our parsley. And another thing that I like to add is a little bit of fresh lemon zest. It's going to have a lot of olive oil in there, and the lemon zest kind of cuts through that fat of the olive oil. So we're going to get probably about a little over half of a lemon zest. Zest that all in there. Remember, you don't want to get the white part because that'll have a little bitter taste. And then I thought I would do just a squeeze of the lemon. Not a lot. Because we definitely wouldn't want to take away from the taste of the garlic. Just to give a little freshness. So, get this all done. So it's almost, see how it's nice? I'm going to add about, and I know this looks like a lot, it's about a half a cup of olive oil. Try that. If you could smell this right now, it is amazing. I think it's just a little bit Oh my gosh. The olive oil, the garlic, the parsley. We're going to put a little bit more in there. Joe, better hurry up. Now you don't want it to get too creamy, and the olive oil will start to emulsify, make it creamy. You want kind of that consistency. So if you look real good, see it's kind of a little bit, you don't want it too thick. We're going to go ahead and pour this into, oh my gosh, that's perfect. So I've got my 2 sauces ready for my happy hour. I think we're going to have to do some cleaning up here. My 2 sauces are ready. And earlier what I did, let's clean off the spot so I can work. What I did was I had Joe go ahead and grill us some of the steak earlier. And through the magic of television or videoism, we've got some ready here. So what I'm going to do is go ahead. Oh my God, that's scrumptious. We're going to plate this. And you can just put it, I put some toothpicks out. And a little goes a long way because this is only a couple of skewers of that meat. So, like I said, this will go with a nice bottle of red wine. I've got some that we're going to have for this evening. A Malbec. Now, Joe loves a nice Malbec from Argentina. And I'm going to show you one of his favorite ones. So there we go. Looks like enough for right now. I'm going to add a little color to it. Let's get some of this. Just kind of very rugged looking. Oh my God, that looks delicious. That's going to go great. I'm going to put it right up here. It's almost happy hour. Okay, and what I did earlier, just to go with the side of the steak. Now the steak is a heavy something, so I wanted a little something light. What I did was I got some balsamic vinegar, just plain balsamic vinegar, and I heated it till it got a little bit thick. And we're just going to sprinkle it. I just got toothpicks and did some cherry tomatoes and some mozzarella. And this is going to be great finger food. And you're just going to, it's kind of like a little side finger salad. This is so easy that I'm not even going to have to do dishes. I'm not going to have to do any forks or anything. We're just going to eat with our hands. Which makes it even more easier. We'll put that out. And there you have a great, oh, one more thing. Wasabi almonds, love them. So there's a little bit of crunch to go with you're having a beer and you'd like to get the salt of it, clean your palate from both. So all you need, you don't have to even, like I said, no dishes to wash. I think I'm going to do the horseradish. Oh my gosh, that is delicious. Now all I need, how can I forget? Oh, this is, and that meat is so tender because we cut it in small bites. This is Gaston, and it's a Malbec from Argentina. It's going to go perfect with that steak. So Joe's the wine drinker in the family, but I do like this one. It's smooth, even if you don't like wine. It's all about wine and the food that you're pairing it with. This will be perfect with that. So there you go. Quick, wasn't that easy? Simple, fast, delicious. We are ready for happy hour. So I'm going to go ahead and get my husband from the grill. We're going to sit outside, enjoy some great food, some wine. You know, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Thanks for tuning in to this edition of Sisterhood of the Traveling Pans. Now remember to follow us on Instagram and to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, and more importantly, share our videos. Till next time, make sure you have a meal with a friend. Thanks.